Hello, and welcome to today's webinar, Reach Your Target Audience, How to Create a Video and Digital Marketing Strategy that will Attract Decision Makers and Boost Revenue. Presented to you by Pest Management Professional Magazine and brought to you by our sponsor of the event, Slingshot. I'm Danielle Pesta from North Coast Media, the digital editor for Pest Management Professional, and I will be your event manager for today's presentation. Before we get started, I want to let you know that today's webinar will be recorded. You are currently in a listen-only mode. A recording of this webinar will be posted to mypmp.net/webinars and will also be emailed to you tomorrow. At this time, I'd like to get you comfortable with our console and the ways with which you can participate in today's presentation. Please notice the Q&A panel on the right-hand side of your console. If you have a question, type it in the panel's text box, then click Submit to place your question in queue. You may also use the hashtag PMPWebinar on Twitter to submit questions during today's webinar or to enter into discussions with other attendees. We encourage you to ask and enter any questions you may have for our speaker during the presentation. We will address these questions at the end of the presentation during the Q&A portion. Questions submitted during registration have already gone to our speaker and may be covered during the presentation. If you experience any technical difficulties during today's event, you may use the same Q&A panel on your screen to submit your issue, and assistant producer Grace Ryback or I will personally assist you. You may learn more about today's speaker and moderator by viewing their photo, bio, and contact information in the panel located in the upper left-hand corner of your console. Below the speaker information, there is a Contact Slingshot panel in the bottom left for you to send any follow-up remarks or questions to Slingshot via email. These inquiries will not be addressed during the live event. If you are logged into your social media accounts, you can share the webinar's title, description, and URL with your friends or colleagues using the Share This widget at the bottom left. At the bottom right, Refer a Colleague panel will allow you to email today's webinar information to a coworker or other industry professional. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to today's moderator, Senior Editor for Pest Management Professional, Diane Sofranec.
Thank you, Danielle, and welcome everyone to Pest Management Professionals webinar on how to create a video and marketing strategy. We have a fantastic speaker lined up for you today, but first I'd like to thank our sponsor, Slingshot, for making today's webinar possible. Chris Brasher and Cameron Beecher of Slingshot will say a few words for us today. Chris, take it away.
Thank you, Diane. My name is Chris Brasher. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer at Slingshot. We also have Cameron Beecher on the call, one of our best and senior account executive. Been with the company for a very, very long time. Some of you on this call know Cameron, may not know me, but I'm just here to talk about Slingshot for just a minute as we get started. We're very grateful that we could sponsor this webinar with PMP and with Jeff from Pest Rangers, which I know we're going to introduce in just a minute. If you haven't heard about Slingshot, we like to say that we don't get sick on Mondays. We are a third-party contact center for pest, lawn, and home service companies. We have multi-channel, so if you have web leads, web chat, text, or social leads that you want us to sell or qualify, sell, and schedule, then we can do that. We don't take long lunch breaks. As I said, we don't get sick on Mondays. But we do support your sales and customer service teams when your phones are ringing and you're unable to answer in a timely manner. Cameron will cover this a little bit later, but 25% of sales calls occur after hours and weekends when it's most often when those leads are sent to voicemail, and we want to help you avoid that because fewer than 1 in 5 of those callers will actually leave a voicemail. And then one part that I like to do as we begin, if there's anyone on this call that would like some Slingshot swag, like a t-shirt, if you use that chat, or I guess not the chat panel, but the Sales at Get Slingshot form on your panel there, and message me your address and shirt size, I will go ahead and send you something. So appreciate everyone attending, and good to see a number of clients on here as well, and we're excited to hear what Jeff has to say. Go ahead, Diane.
Thank you, Chris. We're looking forward to hearing more about Slingshot later in this presentation. Now we're excited to have Jeff King, president of the Pest Rangers Pest Control Company in Hanover, Pennsylvania, with us today to discuss why video is an ideal marketing tool, what to include in your video marketing strategy, and how to devise an effective digital marketing plan. Thanks for sharing your expertise with us today. We're looking forward to learning more about video and digital marketing. So now I'll turn it over to you, Jeff.
Thanks, Diane, and welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us today. Again, my name is Jeff King, president of the Pest Rangers. Today we're going to talk about how to reach your target audience, creating video and digital marketing strategies. A little bit about myself. I had a few cool jobs before accidentally being introduced into pest control. In high school, I actually flunked photography, but found an interest, when I was supposed to be taking pictures of animals and flowers. I was at car shows taking pictures of cool cars and trucks and women. Went on to be a garbage man, and then on to a golf course superintendent. Photography, I actually worked for Tailgate High Beams magazine. They are part of Easy Riders, did some work for them, for Daimler Chrysler, worked for a bunch of marketing companies, Campbell's Soup, Coca-Cola, and a bunch of other major brands doing photography. Decided that photography wasn't my thing when everything went digital. Before you knew it, with the digital era, everybody was a photographer, so the slide photography kind of went away, and I realized I better get a real job. So ended up starting off as a garbage man, going to the city of Wilkes-Barre, which was a union shop, and went on to be able to bid to a golf course superintendent job where I learned a lot about pesticides and the green industry. While there, I was also a tow truck driver, worked for a corrupt company that was involved in some FBI investigations. I was fired from there. Kind of had my oh crap moment and thought, boy, I was making good money as a part-time 20-hour-a-week tow truck driver. Who would ever think that they make $30,000, $35,000 a year part-time? And that was realistic. That's what I was doing. So I ended up going into pest control. One of the best things I ever did, and I love the industry. I'm here to support the industry 100%. My family, so I have my beautiful wife. She's a school teacher. Great thing now with digital learning at home. She's there with the kids. My oldest son, Colin's 11, wants to be a baseball player. Bridget, all the way over to the left, she is going to go into the bug business. She has followed me since she was able to walk, goes to the office with me all the time, totally involved. Emily, which is in the middle, she's 8 years old. She wants to be a eye doctor. And then I have Brad, which is right below me there. He, for the last year, has been saying he wants to live in the basement, so I have some work to do with him. So why use video marketing? Companies need many things to thrive: visionary leadership, compelling offer, exceptional service, and much more. In today's noisy market landscape, what your brand really needs is a story. And with video, you could tell a big story. The difference between pictures and video, it goes a long way. It makes for better marketing because they elicit emotion. A great story can communicate the entire character of a brand in less than 3 minutes. One thing to remember is video is critical to a content strategy because it's snack size, measurable, and memorable. These aren't just components to make it perfect for your audience who crave short, engaging pieces, but they also features that make every marketer's dream format. Because it's especially visual, you could use video to teach complex concepts, which is content, for it not to make things clear for your audience. So share stories about your customers, inspire marketing-specific actions, demos, trials, subscriptions, and more. There's a lot that goes into the pest control industry that you could show your clients. Some benefits of video marketing: it can help you grow revenue. Marketers who use video are growing company revenue 49% faster year over year than those who don't. Influencing buying decisions: 90% of customers say that product videos help them make buying decisions, and 64% say that watching a video makes them more likely to buy. Plus, 97% of marketers say that video has helped increase user understanding of their product or service. Give people what they want. From brands, people prefer video content over emails, newsletters, social images, social videos, blog posts, and downloadable content like PDFs. When they're considering buying something and want to research their options, consumers use a variety of methods. Some of the top tactics include a search engine, visiting a company's product's official website, looking at review website, and watching videos. Video could easily be incorporated into every one of those places, giving your brand a better chance of convincing the consumer. Another reason is to rank higher in search. Videos can help improve your website's ranking on search engine results pages, other known as SERPs. The amount of time a visitor spends on your page after arriving from a Google search can impact how high you appear in results, known as dwell time. This is an important Google ranking factor. Video is an effective way to bump this metrics, with 80% of marketers saying that video has increased dwell time on their sites. The average internet user spends 88% more time on a website that contains video. Websites that include video have a 2-minute longer dwell time. And websites that make effective use of video increase their likelihood of being ranked on the first page of Google results by as much as 53 times. Finally, 55% of search results and keyword searches in the U.S. contain at least one video. So apart from the increase in time spent on your site, simply having a video increases your chances of appearing in the SERPs and can make you a more desirable click. Also increases traffic. Video users enjoy 41% more web traffic from search than non-users. And more backlinks. Embedding a video into a page or post nearly triples the average number of linking domains. That's one thing that's very important for SEO, for those that are familiar with SEO. Video users have 27% higher click-through rates and 34% higher web conversion rates, and using video on a landing page can increase conversions by 80%. Reaching decision makers. 3/4 of business executives watch work-related videos weekly. Think of yourselves. Going through Facebook and other social media platforms, there's tons of videos. And what's more attention grabbing than as you're going through, you see something in pest control. Good, bad, ugly, everybody watches it. Plus, 54% of senior executives share work-related videos with colleagues every week. 59% of senior execs agree that if text and video are available on the same topic, they'd prefer to watch the video. They're not the only ones. 72% of people would rather use video to learn about a product or service. And crushing email sends. Using the word video in an email subject line boosts open rates by 19%, click-through rates by 65%, and reduces unsubscribes by 26%. Also, adding video to email can boost click rates of up to 300%. Racking up some shares, social video generates 12,000% more shares than a text and images combined. If your brand creates a video content that is intended audience enjoys, 83% of consumers say that they would consider sharing it with their friends. So why use video? Here's some different video types, some stages and promotional channels where you could use them. Educational videos, something simple like how to set a mousetrap. You have a lot of do-it-yourselfers out there. Give them the information. A lot of people set it the wrong way. You have entertainment videos, explainer and demo videos, event videos, testimonials, personalized messages that you could use in your emails if you're sending out proposals, tutorials, and work culture videos.
The devil in my carpenter ants are your bigger black ants. So you have pavement ants and odorous house ants, which are like the little like sidewalk ants that you would see. And then you have carpenter ants, which are the bigger black ant. This year has been a banner year for carpenter ants. I think a lot has to do with the rain that we had last year, plus the rain that we're having this year. I think to date right now we're about 7 or 8 inches over what we were at last year as far as rainfall goes. Carpenter ants, generally we see them like late June through July. We were getting calls with carpenter ants in April. And it's just, everybody has them this year. Right now, ants, carpenter ants are big. Your little pavement ants and odorous house ants are big in homes. The insects have nowhere to go on the ground. They're getting flooded out, so they have nowhere else to go. But all the millipedes are all over. Bats now. Bats are big too. Bats are, prevention is key with stuff like that. And same goes for any of your other insects. Any invaders that come into the house, the better your house is sealed. Obviously, if you have an air conditioner in the window and there's gaps, between the window and the structure around the window, you're going to get flies that come in, you're going to get bees that come in, stink bugs. But if that's sealed properly, you're not going to have that. Same goes for water. If you have water in your basement, you're probably going to see carpenter ants. You're going to see, other creepy crawlers that don't belong down there. If it's, very humid in your basement, you're going to want to run a dehumidifier. A dehumidifier is going to, help keep bugs out. Believe it or not, mowing your grass has a lot to do with insects as well, too. The higher your grass is, the more, mosquitoes are, in there, and bugs come from harborage areas. Even trimming your vegetation around your home is a big key. We always tell people keep it 16 to 18 inches away from the house. No trees touching the house. You're going to get squirrels that come in that way. You get carpenter ants that crawl up the tree onto the house. It's just an entryway for insects and rodents. So keeping that vegetation trimmed back from the house is very important.
That was just a little example of some video that we do. On the more creating a video marketing strategy, define your marketing goals, research your target audience for the video, describe what kind of videos you'll make, and set a budget. Establish who is responsible for the creation of your videos, a campaign strategy where you'll host your content, and how you'll measure performance. We get together as a team and look at all this, and getting people together with some video ideas, you're going to come up with some real crazy ones, and you just got to come back to reality, and you end up coming up with a lot of good content. And it happens pretty fast, getting your team together. Everybody has different ideas. So define your marketing goals. Revenue-based goals focus on things like increasing lead from inquiries, while brand goals involve things like growing a higher quality email list, driving more blog traffic, or capturing Google answer boxes for targeted keywords. Brand goals could be just as important as revenue ones because they help position you for future success and often take into account qualitative feedback. So brand awareness, typically measured using brand recall recognition, frequency, quality of mentions, or video views. It's pretty neat with YouTube. I'll be sharing later on our company video that we did. It's been viewed on YouTube over 70,000 times, and the dwell time on that video, a lot of third-party marketing teams that we work with, they look at that dwell time and they can't believe that people actually hang on and they watch that video. It's pretty surprising. Demand generation and conversion, typically measured by lead count, impact on conversion rate, or influence on sales opportunity and pipeline generation, and then viewer engagement. So one thing you want to do is set goals. So HubSpot calls it SMART goals. As with any kind of marketing goals, following the SMART goal setting framework is a good place to start. Specific. The goal should zero in on specific aspect of your strategy. After all, saying you want to get more views is great, but what does that actually mean? Measurable. The goal should be accompanied by a relevant key performance indicator. and metrics that can be used to measure success. Attainable, the goal should be something that's within reach of your department without sandbagging. Try starting with a baseline and determining a desired increase from there. Relevant, the goal should be relevant to your overall business objective and a good fit for the types of objectives videos is best suited to meet. And time bound, the goal should have a time frame which it can reasonably be achieved so that you can accurately measure how effective your efforts have been. So an example of a smart video marketing goal, one that is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound, may look like this. We will increase time on page for key pages on our website by 15% this quarter by embedding relevant videos. One way to do that is if you have blog posts, is do a blog post and also have a video right next to it. Most people are going to choose to click the video than read that blog post. Developing a content plan, the why, the what, the campaign, mapping out goals, why, leads, retention, branding, what the buyer's journey, engaging audience, bios of your team, company culture videos, and about us. Blogs, like I said before, embedding a video of your blog into the blog, landing pages, sales videos. It's great to give your sales force a video of here's what we do, this is what we're about. Demos for your customers, here's how these rat snap traps work, this is what we do. The same questions you get asked every day, those are the videos that you want to make. Is this safe for my pets? Is this safe for our home? We all get those same questions every day, just make a video of it. And the campaign, social media, vlogs, your website. So content creation, branding, some technical how-to vids, fun, and live videos. We did one last year. We had a mouse in the office, and it went over great on Facebook. Bug guys got mice. It happens. So we did a little video and had some fun about it.
Hi, my name is Jeff King, President of the Pest Rangers in Northeastern Pennsylvania. I'm here today to talk again about maintenance plans. So we offer 3 different residential maintenance plans for your home. One is our Home Protection Plan Basic. We come out to your home every 4 months. We treat the inside and the outside of the home, covers all your general insects, creepy crawlers, rodents. Those visits are scheduled 3 times a year with you. We never show to your home unannounced. We make a personal call to you to make sure that you'll be home and that we could service both the inside and the outside. When we're there in the wintertime, we do our rodent service. That rodent service also includes a termite inspection. One thing you need to be aware of is we have termites in northeastern Pennsylvania, and you want to make sure that somebody is looking out for your good. Your home is your #1 investment. Another plan we have is our Home Protection Plan Plus. If you or a loved one travels or you have kids in college, it's a good idea to have the Home Protection Plus. It covers you for a bed bug infestation. Your child could come home from college, your husband could come home from a travel trip and bring an unexpected guest home in his luggage. This plan will cover you for the cost of a bed bug treatment. Another plan we offer is our Home Protection Premier. That Home Protection Premier covers you for all your insects, rodents, bed bugs, and termites. With the Home Protection Premier, we come out, we do an actual termite treatment to your home. That treatment is included with that Premier program. If you have any questions on our maintenance plans, please give us a call.
So that video we have posted on our website, as well as we use that for different estimates that we send out that include our home service plan. Just explains everything to the client, what it's about. Good way to use video. So after you've accumulated a ton of content, you need to decide where your videos will live on the web and on your site. When releasing any video, it's critical to leverage multiple distribution channels to maximize reach and engagement. So multiple pages on your website, you could put them inbound marketing campaigns, outbound email marketing campaigns, social media channels, YouTube, and your sales reps. Depending on the software you use, we use Service Pro. With their smart branding package, you're able to do marketing pieces that go out for your invoices, your work orders, estimates. So we started to put videos, depending on the season, in our email forms that go out. Just another great way to get your videos out and in front of your customers and potential customers. A lot of people ask, can I just YouTube? While YouTube is an incredibly important distribution channel, it's not a strategy on its own. This is because YouTube has an interest in keeping people on its site where you can only prompt conversion on your own site. So YouTube is critical for improving your rank in search, so you'll want to manage an amazing optimized channel. But even though it's great to get content discovered, YouTube is full of distractions and you don't want to lose new prospects to YouTube's suggested content. So at the end of the day, YouTube's a valuable place to post your content, but it shouldn't be the only place. Video on landing pages is capable of increasing conversion rates by over 80%, and the mere mention of the word video in your email subject line increases open rates by 19%. Video could be a versatile tool for salespeople through an entire customer buying journey, and it could do much more than increase engagement. The options are also endless for service teams. You have onboarding videos for training, knowledge-based videos, meet the team videos, support video calls, and customer stories. Just a few ways you can create more thorough, personalized customer support experience.
Hi, my name is Jeff King. I'm the president of the Pest Rangers. Here at the Pest Rangers, when you give us a call, you're going to deal with a live operator working out of either our Hanover office or our Hazleton office. In Hanover, we have Angelica Wintz, who has been with us for over 3 years. And in our Hazleton office, we have Ashley Gonzalez, who just started, and we're looking to expand upon our Hazleton office. So when you give us a call and you talk to either Angelica or Ashley, they could help you with your billing questions, scheduling your appointment, or any other general bug questions you may have.
Again, I'm Angelica from the Hanover office, and I look forward to talking to you soon.
I'm Ashley from the Hazleton office, y estamos aquí para responder a sus preguntas.
Thank you, everybody, and we look forward to talking with you.
See, we are real people, so when you call us, that's who answers our phone. Give your customers something to look at. This is us. This is what happens when you call. Some video statistics. 53% of consumers engage with a brand after viewing a video on social media. Suggests that videos can be an effective form of advertising as well as great opportunity in terms of your social media marketing strategy. On top of this, 23% of people, 30% of millennials want a video to be accompanied by a link that allows them to directly purchase a product, showing that product videos and shoppable content offer a lot of opportunity. Young people will watch a video and click and buy something without even talking to somebody. That's the future. They don't want to be bothered. If you make it easy for them to pay, easy for them to do business, they're going to do business with you. 72% prefer video over text when learning about a product or service. When text and video are presented on the same page, 72% of people prefer to learn about a service or product via video. While watching a video may not necessarily be quicker than reading a text description, it offers a chance to see the benefits of what is an offer. On top of this, 83% of consumers said they would consider sharing a video they enjoyed with friends, helping to increase brand awareness, engagement, and ROI even more. And embedding your videos on your website to provide additional product or service insights, as well as sharing them on social media, could be a beneficial strategy, especially since videos offer higher engagement rates than text alone. Video will account for 78% of mobile data traffic this year. 2020 is likely to see video accounting for around 78%, showing that smartphones and device choice when it comes to consuming video content. Capitalizing on increased mobile device usage by creating more vertical videos could be a beneficial strategy for marketers this coming year. When it comes to what type of videos people are watching, Facebook has reported that users spend around 3 times more watching live video than static content. Live videos can include tutorials, question and answer sessions, event coverage, behind-the-scenes peeks, and more. As well as being interesting, they offer an opportunity to engage with watchers via comments, adding a personal touch to your content.
At the Pest Rangers, we are more than just a pest control company. We are family, partners,
a winning team,
someone you can rely on,
a steward of the environment,
someone you can trust,
protectors of public health.
A company that strives on customer service.
With licensed and educated technicians that are ready to solve your problem.
We offer more than pest control. We offer advice to minimize your exposure to pest problems.
We offer same-day or next-day services.
We offer solutions for
residential, commercial,
food safety, processing, and manufacturing,
hospitality, education,
healthcare,
office management,
and retail.
We are a Quality Pro company. As a matter of fact, only 3% of pest control companies in the United States fall into this category.
Are you ready to join our family?
¿Estás listo para unirte a nuestra familia?
Give us a call.
I'd have to say that was probably the most fun video that we did. I was the director, the writer, and really enjoyed putting that together, getting our team together to kind of tell our story. So 10 types of videos you should be creating. Demo videos. Demo videos showcase how your product works, whether that's taking viewers on a tour of your services and how it can be used, or completing a service to show the client results. Brand videos. Brand videos are typically created as part of a larger advertising campaign showcasing the company's high-level vision, mission, or products and services. The goal of brand videos is to build awareness around your company and to intrigue and attract your target audience. Event videos. Is your business hosting a conference, a roundtable discussion, fundraiser, or another type of event? Produce a highlight reel or release interesting interviews and presentations from the gathering. Expert interviews. Capturing interviews with internal experts or thought leaders in your industry is a great way to build trust and authority with your target audience. Find the influencers in your industry, whether they share your point of view or not, and get those discussions in front of your audience. Educational or how-to videos. Instructional videos can be used to teach your audience something new or build the foundational knowledge they'll need to better understand your business and solutions. These videos can be used by your sales and service teams as they work with customers. Don't be afraid of do-it-yourself videos. These videos capture the most views and drive up traffic to your social and website. These can be short clips, 30 seconds or less. Explainer videos. This type of video is used to help your audience better understand why they need your service. Many explainer videos focus on a fictional journey of the company's core buyer who is struggling with a problem. This person overcomes the issue by adopting or buying the business solution. Entertainment videos. Online audiences love short, snackable content. With this format, you can create entertaining videos that make your audience laugh or get inspired. An understanding of your target audience will help you create videos, and they'll enjoy watching videos that will imprint your brand and keep them coming back for more. Videos like these work because they make your brand non-intrusive and they let you have fun with your target audience. Entertainment videos are great for the attention stage of the buyer's journey. Case study and customer video testimonials. Your prospects want to know that your product can and will solve their problem. One of the best ways to prove this is by creating case study videos that featured your satisfied, loyal customers. These folks are your best advocates. Get them on camera, describing their challenges and how you help solve them. And live videos. Live video gives your viewer a special behind-the-scenes look at your company. It also draws long streams and higher engagement rates. Viewers spend up to 8 times longer with live videos than on demand. Live stream interviews, presentations, and events encourage viewers to comment and with questions. Personalized messages. Videos can create ways to continue a conversation, respond to somebody via email or text. Use video or Loom to record yourself recapping an important meeting or giving personalized recommendations. The videos create a delightful, unique moment for your prospects and can drive them further down the purchase journey. Take questions from the public, ask on social for insight questions or problems, and explain treatment or tips and tricks they could do to help. Digital marketing. Flood digital with high-quality content. Define your target audience. Determine your positioning. And draft a content strategy. Similar to video, you're going to need a content strategy just for digital marketing. Conduct a keyword research. You could actually go on and find what is trending, what some trending keywords are in pest control, different times of the year. Develop a content calendar. We all know that certain insects come out in your region at different times. That's the time you're going to want to kind of target those. Define digital strategies and tactics that you're going to carry out and analyze your performance using KPIs. So what is a digital marketing plan? You're going to have to come up with some short and long-term goals, strategies to achieve these goals, and channels to use, whether it be social media, your website, YouTube, or other Google platforms. Come up with the investment and budget and the timing and the roadmap. Can your customers fall in love with your brand? This is the #1 thing to think of. Your brand requires you to give it love and attention as much as you need customers and your target audience to fall in love with it. Just like dating, the customer will be attracted to the initial appearance, your logo, your colors, and your images. And the reason I say images, do you think Mrs. Jones likes to see a picture of a cockroach or a mouse? A lot of times not. So it's a good idea to pull people in that aren't biased to your brand and ask them, what do you think of this? We try to never put out pictures like that because it could scare some people away. However, after that, your brand goes way beyond what you can see on the outside too. It goes much deeper into your customer service and the communication that you have with them. Remember that people buy from people they like. So some relevant content. How old are the people that you want to target? Are they married? Where do they live? Education. Their career paths do they typically take? Are they a decision maker within their company? What kind of challenges do they face? What kind of content do they typically engage with? Are they active on social media? Are they tech savvy? When we look at our marketing, especially during the pandemic, like we targeted hair care, tanning, all in March and April, because we knew we were going to have women that make a lot of the decisions when it comes to pest control, looking at YouTube videos on how to dye their hair, how to self-tan, So using that into your marketing plan, thinking like that, is going to help go a long way. Now I'm going to pass it back to Diane for any questions that anybody has.
Thank you, Jeff, for sharing your expertise and what has worked for your company. That was great. We'll begin the question and answer portion after we hear once more from Slingshot. So please submit any questions using the Q&A portal on your screen. Now I'll turn it over to you, Cameron.
Hey everyone, I'm super excited to be speaking today. Today I want to tell you a little bit about how Slingshot can help capture revenue that might be slipping through the cracks. Besides giving away awesome t-shirts, here at Slingshot, we're able to capture leads that might be slipping through after hours or whenever you're busy. So as you can see on the screen here, we are staffed 24/7, 365. And anytime that you're busy, can't answer the phone, can't answer it after hours, we can take that call on your behalf. We are multi-channel, so while phone calls are super important, and as Jeff mentioned, nowadays people are reaching out more and more via these text-based channels. We want to make sure that in any channel, whether that's Facebook, Google Messenger, they're reaching out via email or text, we can capture those opportunities that might be slipping through. These are some of the companies that use us. Again, we are pest control and lawn experts. I would love to get you some references of companies that are one-man bands all the way up to PCT top 100 level companies. And we would love to help out anytime, any place where you see some gaps. After hours, for a lot of folks, is a no-brainer. We've seen that anywhere from 20 to 25% of your total call volume does come outside of the typical 8 to 5. And that's a pretty significant portion, whether that's, Mrs. Johnson sees a mouse scurry across her kitchen at 7 o'clock at night, and she does a quick Google to see who's open in her area. We've seen that a significant portion of callers nowadays are pretty impatient. Chris Brasher already stole a little bit of my thunder here, but we've only seen that 1 in 5 callers, especially new customers, are willing to leave a voicemail. So as I mentioned before, I don't know if you've ever Googled pest control near me, but it's a very red, hey, we're closed, or hey, we're open. And a lot of people, when they plug Slingshot in, they're able to advertise 24/7 availability to help you stand out from the competition. As well as the phone calls, live chat is increasingly popular, and you can see an example of it here to increase some of your conversion rates on your website. We've seen that half of people on your website will bail if phone call is the only channel of communication. We have a full web chat team that's dedicated to be able to answer some basic questions. We can do it on your behalf, or you're welcome to use our tool for free, and you can use our web chat and texting platform to answer questions. We've seen that nowadays it's very easy for a customer to fill out multiple email requests, whether that's a contact form on your website or they're reaching out via email directly to a general inbox. We've seen that 41% of people do expect an email response within 6 hours, and Slingshot's average response time is 5 minutes or less. We have a saying around here, the first one there wins. And if you're busy, can't answer it quickly, they might just run off to the competition. So with Slingshot, we make sure that that never happens. Texting is becoming increasingly popular. As well as with our web chat team, we have a full text-enabled platform that allows you to send texts that you can be chatting back and forth with a customer. And the great thing about Slingshot is we stand behind you. So if you can't answer a text message within 30 seconds or 1 minute or whatever you decide, we can take over that text conversation for you and provide the 24/7 support that your customers and the modern consumer is expecting. We've seen that open rates of text messages are read within 3 minutes, about 95% of the time. This is becoming increasingly popular, and we would love to help modernize your brand and your business by allowing your phone number to be text-enabled. So whether some of these problems ring true to you, you have some long hold times, you have no live web chat or texting platforms, you have some poor lead follow-up, whether that's contact forms hanging out too long, or some limited contact windows where they can only reach out during certain hours, we would love to help with that. With our solutions, we can create it, and I always like to let you know Slingshot can do as much or as little as you want us to. That's the basics of what we do. An email, a chat, text message, phone call comes in. We convert it. We know Pest. We can talk about your programs, your pricing, sell the customer right then and there when they're warm, most likely ready to buy, pass it off to you. So all that you have to do is service the account. Also, we do have a multi-channel inbox where your text messages, Facebook messages, web chats can all come to one centralized location, and you can use our software platform for free. The only thing that makes us unique about that is the only thing that we charge for would be if you wanted our team and our reps to go in and respond on your behalf. We found that there's an increase in customer engagement when you have multiple channels, and there's a much better efficiency with your customer service reps if you don't have to be jumping back and forth between different tabs, whether you have a Facebook message coming through and then you're having to jump over to a phone call or you're having to jump over to a Google message. It's pretty difficult to answer every single channel of communication, so we've thrown it all into one nice omni-channel platform, and you're welcome to use that. We've seen that there's some extreme positive ROI because we are representing your brand 24/7, 365. We've seen that there's a 40%, up to a 40% increase in annual residential sales. That is the power of Slingshot, getting to every single customer, every single channel, every single time. We've seen that just being able to throw 24 hours up on your website, on Google Hours, helps you stand out from the competition, and you can have peace of mind knowing that we're here whenever you're busy or you can't take a phone call. As Chris Brasher mentioned, we think of ourselves as an extra employee, and we're time savers and also money makers. So this year, we would love to help you and your business grow with your residential sales that might be slipping through the cracks. This is my direct email address here. You're welcome to message me, or you can email at sales@getslingshot.com. We can give you a live demo, and we would love to have you at least take us for a test drive here, and so that we can represent you and your team whenever you're busy or can't make it to the phone. And with that, I'll pass it back over to Diane.
Thank you, Cameron. Jeff, we have a few questions. Our first question is it better to have YouTube videos on social media or upload to each social media platform?
Thanks, Diane. So we do both. We upload it to the individual social media platform, and then as well as YouTube and other streaming services. The more you have out there, the better. Just remember that YouTube is directly involved with Google. They're essentially the same. So anything you do to massage Google is going to help with your search and everything else.
Okay, great. What are key mistakes that people make in their videos?
Another good question. So the PPE police, they're everywhere. We did a video. It was actually one of our first videos. It was an awesome video. One of our techs got out of a truck, went to the back, and grabbed a backpack sprayer. It was brand new, but he didn't have gloves on when he put it on. So you're going to have people in the industry that are going to look at that and think that he's really, going to do an application. He's not wearing gloves. I understand, and your customers also may look at that. So it's good to look at what you're putting out there for people to see. The last thing you want to do is, and it's part of our policy, no application videos. So we're not going to be seen outside doing an application, spraying something. Everybody and all your clients know that you're coming to do a treatment. Sometimes they don't necessarily want to know how you're doing it, and they may be a little uneasy with pesticides. So we try not to portray that when we're doing our videos. We keep it clean.
Okay, good advice. What is some basic no-frills equipment that people can use to get started creating videos?
The easiest is just your smartphone. We've done videos. I mean, nowadays with these new smartphones, it's amazing the video quality. So we've used a smartphone. We did purchase a drone, and they've come down way in price. So we've used the drone. We've also used the just like I can't think of the name, but I think it's the Hero 6 or something like that. It's a camera that we purchased from Best Buy, but they're relatively inexpensive, and they come with editing software built right in.
Can you recommend any software or apps for beginners who want to create videos?
Yeah, so online there's plenty of free video editing software. A lot of it is just drag and drop now. The biggest thing you're going to need to do is with music rights is subscribe to a music service that actually has just like blank background music. But they've made it so easy. It's drag and drop. You don't have to be an artist. You don't have to be technical. It's really it's dummy proof now.
And regarding the music, that's because of copyright violations, I assume?
Correct, yeah. And you could get good music cheap. There's subscription services out there that you could subscribe to. It might be $25 a month. It'll allow you so many downloads. You actually plug that music in and drop your video over it, and it's very easy.
Okay, great. How long should videos typically be?
They could be anywhere from 5 seconds to 3 minutes. We were doing a lot of like 30-second. We would do a quick 30-second because you could see when you put them on YouTube, there's a metric there where you're going to be able to see like drop off. We do a lot of video ads. So you have like the bumper videos on the beginning of YouTube now where you could target specific people with interests, and it's pretty neat, but you'll be able to see when you lose your audience. So it could be really any size, but the shorter the better. People do lose interest pretty quick.
Can you recommend any specific editing software someone is asking?
We have, if somebody wants to email me after the presentation, I could give you what we're using. I don't have that readily available.
Okay, great. And we'll have your contact information on the last slide. So another question is, do videos always need to be pest related?
No. We put together some videos, just company culture, so not specific to like a pest issue, but really telling your story. But again, I want to make it clear to everybody, just be careful what you're putting out there. So if you're having like a company social gathering, alcoholic beverages and all that, like people might not like that. So you have to be real smart, and when you're editing, kind of have an open mind of what you're putting out there of your company. That's one thing I really look at, because we did something with ladybugs, and it was the worst thing we could ever did. It was like PETA came after us, and who, just because they don't get a million ladybugs and their paint gets stained in their home, they don't understand the problem with a mass, ladybug infestation. We had to actually take the post down off social media, so it was like a lesson learned. So, got to be careful.
Wow. Do you think it's a good idea for PMPs to maybe create videos showing what PPE they use during a visit while the pandemic is going on?
Yeah, we've noticed from our clients, like everybody's different. Some people, hey, just take your mask off. It's so weird. I always tell everybody, approach the home, mask, gloves, proper PPE, and whatever they're comfortable, you're comfortable. It's such a difficult. Everybody's different. It's really weird. But I also say that you have to remember that the neighbor is watching, and the neighbor might be one that says, "Oh my, they're not wearing a mask. I'll never call them." So it's very important to, do the right thing and go from there.
Okay. Can you talk a little bit about how you develop your videos? Do you write out what you want to show visually, or do you write a script on what you're going to say?
Yep, so we get together and we have like a content meeting, and it just kind of bubbles from there. So, we looked at our website, and that was where we really started and said, our website tells a story, so let's tell the story in video. And then also, what are the most common questions you get? Day in, day out, we get the same questions, so we're on repeat. So what we did is made videos that we could say, hey, you're having a flea treatment. Here's the preps, and this is why it's important to prep. Here are the steps. This is what to expect. So we did a lot of stuff like that and built a content strategy around some of the procedures and things that we do.
Okay. I have one last question. Could you briefly talk about that long shot of the Pest Ranger's truck driving across the bridge, how that came about?
Yep, so that is actually right outside of our office. They just built a brand new kind of connector highway. We took the drone up and just got some cool drone video. We actually have a lot of video, just rolling shots of the trucks, different areas, different neighborhoods. So we use that so we could grab that and put it at the beginning, the end of a video. So some of that stuff was shot a while ago. We'll shoot another video and just kind of mend them together.
It's a great shot. Okay. Well, those are all the questions we have today. So thank you so much, Jeff, for discussing video and digital marketing strategies with us today. So now we'd like to wrap up, but I'd first like to thank everyone for attending. We appreciate your time, and I'd also like to thank Slingshot for sponsoring this webinar. Now Danielle has a few closing remarks for us.
Great. Thanks, Diane. Thank you for attending today's webinar, Reach Your Target Audience, How to Create a Video and Digital Marketing Strategy that will attract decision makers and boost revenue. Presented to you by Pest Management Professional Magazine and brought to you by our sponsor of the event, Slingshot. If you have any additional questions for the speakers, you can reach out to them directly via the contact information you see on the slide now. A recording of this webinar will be emailed to you tomorrow and posted to mypmp.net/webinars. Upcoming webinars from Pest Management Professional will also be posted to that page. Thank you all for attending, and we hope you'll join us again soon for another great webinar.